The girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. Today is going to be what's happening. So we're going to do the usual two piles, but instead of having a major arcana, we're going to have an angel card just to summarize each pile. Okay, so we have a choice between two piles. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pile number 1, what's happening? Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Hermit. Well, finally, we have some form of offer, resolution, an offer very juicy when it comes to work. It could be love at first sight. If someone may be telling you how confused they are, because, happily confused, but you maybe arrive in their life a little bit like a tsunami and they were not prepared for that. However, it's all for the better, but it may create a certain form of stress. So you have someone, maybe yourself, on the receiving end, who feel a bit stressed out, cannot be sleeping well at night, could be confused, because you arrived in there, or you happened in their life in a little bit of a chaos. And for them, they need to have a moment to readjust, okay? So at the moment, they might feel like the need to be in the cave, male, female, doesn't matter, just to regroup, just to have a moment to, okay, reset, because they come through, they went through something so enormous, he can create a stress. So they need to back off for a little while in order to approach you, but stronger than ever. The thing is, when you have an Ace of Cups, it could also be, of course, love at first sight, as we say. It can be an offer or job. It could be something that you've been waiting for a very long time, and finally it happened. It's like those people who want to win the lottery and finally it happened, and then they're overwhelmed. So be aware of that. You may be been hoping for something beautiful to come into your life, and suddenly it's there, and you kind of bit, how can I say, triggered and a bit afraid and a bit scared. Don't do that, okay? Someone is checking you out, maybe a bit defensive with their words. Maybe they don't really know how to approach you, because again, when you have something so amazing, they might not feel that they deserve it. They might not feel like they can handle it. Therefore, they might shoot themselves in the foot. They happen. At the end of the day, there is an idea of celebration here. There could be an engagement as well. It could be networking, and that's through that network that you might be offered, this job, for example, or, working together as a group as well. So very good news altogether for this. Okay, so let's have, I'm going to say a healing card from the angel, just to see what the message is. Protection, here you go. You are safe, do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. So regardless, if you have something coming your way that seems too enormous, too good to be true, or finally you're receiving something instead of running like a hellish chicken, just don't doubt it. Life doesn't have to be complicated. Receiving doesn't have to be problematic. Just because you always used to give and not receive, you find maybe it difficult just to receive. But you've been working on yourself for so long. You really deserve it. It's actually overdue, okay? So pile number 2 is happening. Page of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Very straightforward here. We have someone who regrets you. Someone that obviously messed up. They recognize they messed up. They really have 3 cups down. So yeah, it's painful to look at that, but they also still have 2 cups there left. So that is reconciliation. That's what they're hoping for. It's just because they want that doesn't mean you have to say yes, okay? So someone definitely want to start again, but this time properly. Planting the seed, looking after it, be very, 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 very careful, and also very willing to learn, because they don't really know how to do this. Someone who definitely chose you, someone who say goodbye to a bunch of people, to a mentality, to somebody in particular, in order to be completely with you, okay? So that's what's happening. It's pretty damn good, right? So what else? Yeah, they want maybe to sign a contract, they want to make it official, they maybe say, yes, let's move in together, let's buy a house. It's very equal, okay? So now we're not here to hurt anybody, we're not here to create drama. Everything has to be very equal, okay? Because now is the right time. So you can have money coming your way, You could have an offer coming in as well. But I feel like you are both on the same spot at the same time because the universe wants you together. So it's a second chance, and that goes very well with that Page of Pentacles, also with that idea of reconciliation. There is a second chance, chapter number 2, and this time it has to be done properly, okay? So that's the good news. Let's have maybe an angel card as a advice. Let's have a look. What do we have here? Achievement. Here you go. Take a little time to reflect on what you have achieved to date. It is often easy to forget where you started from and how far you've come. Honor and be grateful for this extraordinary journey that is your life. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So now, don't worry if everything goes well now. Don't worry if you're actually receiving. It could be because you've been working toward this for a long time. Remember everything you've been through in order to get to that point. It didn't happen just like that. No, you didn't have a cup of tea and a biscuit and were daydreaming for a better future. No, you did the work and now you're receiving the fruit of your labor. All is well. On this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.